What's up guys, Expo here, and today we are going over the top 5 Bukkit plugins in 2017 that you can use for your 1.8, 1.9, 1.6, basically 1.2 through 1.9. I'm not sure about those early 1.8s, but pretty much, well, not 1.8.9, not 1.9, but at the top, pretty much all 1.8 plugins for Bukkit that you can use, and today's focus is going to be on those plugins that they aren't essentials or permissions X or world edit or vault. Actually, world edit is pretty useful, I'll give it that, but not vault or none of that. That stuff is very popular, but it's also very unnecessary, and it takes a long time to set up, and this is not that simple. So today I'm going over the top 5 plugins that I think for your 1.8 server can make a huge impact that you might not know about. So let's get right into it. Also guys, I am starting I'm starting a series soon on how to start your own 1.8 Minecraft faction server. So check that out. That'll be coming out soon, and it'll be multiple parts, and I think you guys will really enjoy it as if you are looking to start a server. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so coming in at number 1, we have AllinOne the rebuild, and I know some people know about this plugin. A very small percentage of people know about this plugin, but it has everything, and it's really great. I think it's a great substitute for essentials if you can't run it or you want something way simpler. This is definitely the option for you. Now, if we look at /help AllinOne, you can see that it pretty much has all of the essentials that you need to run a Minecraft server. You have /GM. It doesn't have spectator mode, but you can always do /game mode spectator. But that rotates between creative and survival. It's got /AFK. It's got /bring, so you can teleport players to you. Clear, feed. You can also set your spawn. You can set warps. It's really amazing plugin, and I think it's really essential if you want to start your own Minecraft server. The permissions are also very easy to work out, as they're just AIO dot whatever the command is. Nothing special, but let's get into number 2. AllinOne the rebuild. I think you guys will really like it. Coming in at number 2, we have BasicEconomy, which is a great substitute for just all of the economy plugins. It's a great substitute for Vault, a lot of things, and it works perfectly. It works great. As you can see, if we were to do /help basic, this is actually going to take a little bit to type. BasicEconomy. It's really simple, only 3 commands, and you can set it up super easily. As you can see, you can do, you've got the simple /balance, /money, and it has that money right there, and you can do /baco help, which gives you help, set, world, player name, or bow pay, which you probably wonder, what the heck does that mean? What the heck is baco? Well, it's short for BasicEconomy, and yeah, you can set a player's balance by doing /baco, the player's name, and then the amount that you want that player's balance to be. Let's say I want 50. I forgot to set. Big noob. Say you want me to be at $50. I am now sent $50, and my balance is set to $50. And it's just so simple. Like, if you go to this, all you have to do to set up signs, like, you don't even need an alternative plugin. It's so simple. You just do buy, then do how many you want. Let's just do like 3. You do the item ID, and then you do how much you want it to cost. I have $50, so I'm gonna make that $50. Now I have no idea what the item ID for 3 is. You can look that up, guys. So it's a whole list for them, but there's a little bit of a glitch with it where you need to have above how much it costs, which is a little weird. Oh, see, I just bought a piece of dirt for $50, but you have /pay. It's got like, you don't need any other money plugin unless you're working with, I don't even, this is just perfect. I don't understand why you need anything else. And yeah, I mean, like, no alternative sign plugin, simple /pay, use it. Coming in at number 3, we have one of my personal favorite plugins of all time. That's a big statement, I know, for something that doesn't get noticed that much. It is Coldwork kits, as you've probably read during my insanely long introduction. But talk about plugins that do everything. This plugin is for you because, say, look, you have, it's a basic kit plugin. You can set cooldowns, you can have private kits, you can have server kits for people who first log on, and global kits, which are kits that everyone can use, but they're all default set to no one has the permission for those kits. So you just use the permissions plugin and set it up. Like, they're not just given to you, but I mean, if you want them to, be my guest. But so if I was to use a starter kit, there we go. I'm up right now, but it gives me, I set up this kit, by the way. I'll show you guys how to do that. I got full iron with some enchants, and I set this kit so you can use it daily, which is, the cooldowns, I don't know why, but it's all set by seconds, so the daily transfer is 86,400 seconds, 400 seconds to do a daily kit, which is probably what you want to do, but, oh yeah, and AllinOne, the rebuild, also has clear. I told you, it does everything. But to create a kit, if I were to get an apple, this is just random, and say a wooden sword, right there. It also, like, and I would to do /c kit name, I'm going to call this basic, and then after that, the default is a personal kit, so only you can use that kit unless you're opt, but only you can use that kit. But you probably don't want to do that, seeing that you're running a public server. So basically the one that you want to do is -sk, and that is server kit, a kit that everyone has access to when they have that permission. And then after that, you hit enter, and you created the kit. So if I were to do /clear and /kit basic, there we go. It gives me the kit that I copied. It also copies potion effects. So if we were to update the kit by doing /ukit basic, and if I were to well, now I have the potion effect on me, so I guess that didn't work. Let's kit starter and see if it takes it away from me. There we go, and /clear, and now /kit basic. Okay, it didn't necessarily work. It usually works. That's all I'm saying. But if you were to do /kit basic, all you have to do, like, if I were to type in again, it's just going to keep it there. It's going to replace your inventory with whatever the kit is. So what you want to do to add it on to what you have in your inventory is to do /kit basic, or whatever your kit's called, -c. That's it. And it gives you just unlimited wooden swords and apples if you ever get hungry or you need to kill a pig. But if I would do /clear and /kit basic again, and I can do /ukit to update the kit, -cd. This is how you set a cooldown. Now, seconds, I already told you, seconds into a day, it's 86,400. So that's what we're going to put for this. And that is I believe there is a space. 86,400. Forgot to put in that. You hit basic. Wow. So if we look in kits, you can see basic, cooldown. This is how many minutes are in a day. So if I were not to be opt, then I can do /kit basic, and then it will not let me use it for another day. So let's just dekit, which is delete the kit, basic, and clear our inventory. Move on to the next one, but that kit plugin basically has everything, so no need for anything else. Let's get to the next one. Taking our number 4 spot, we have Massive Core. Lots of servers actually use this. Well, it has its own base, if you know what I mean. I'll explain to you what that means. Massive Core is sort of like that plugin that you need to have all kinds of different plugins that you're probably familiar of. So like, this doesn't get used that often, but it makes those plugins 10 times better. For example, if I were to get out of F1 here, and I have Massive Core installed, and that allows me to see the ID, see the server ID, just basically see the entire server, whatever, we don't care about that, and add to configuration through commands, which is nice. But I have the Factions Massive Core plugin installed, so you need to have this plugin installed, Massive Core, to be able to use, say, Factions or all of the other plugins that it supports. Like, there's so many. Factions, Creative Gates, Vampire, Massive Books, Massive Hat, Massive Tickets. It just goes on and on and on. And there's so many plugins that fit into this, specifically Factions. So if you're working to make yourself a faction server, or just any server, and you need a certain plugin that Massive Core provides, this is definitely the plugin for you. Massive Core, it has everything. It's basically a base compatible plugin, doesn't mess anything up, not glitchy, it's reliable. That's all I'm gonna say. Stealing that final number 1, or not number 1, but number 5 spot, it is B permissions. And if this were a top 10 or a top 5 or a top 100, this would be on top. This is the best permissions plugin I have seen in my life. I don't know if there's a better one out there. I'm not saying it's the best, but I truly believe that it's definitely one of the best and easiest to use permission plugins of all time. I'm making that claim, big claim, but you guys are going to agree with me after you see this. Now, B permissions, you don't even have to go into the configuration file like you do with permissions X. Great substitute for permissions X, by the way. You can do all of this through commands in your Minecraft server. For example, you want to go world before you do anything, so you're selecting the overworld, and then you want to select, basically, this is what you start out with, this main default group for B permissions. So you want to do /group and you want to select that. Now default, this is automatically what every single new player is going to spawn in with. These are the permissions that they're going to spawn in with. So you're going to do /group default. Great. Selected default. Congratulations. Here's a cookie. Now, do /group add permission. If you would like to add a permission to that group, everyone who is in the default group will have these permissions. Say, I want to add AllinOne.spawn. This player is not all ops. I go into my alt account. unless it wants to completely lag and glitch on me because Minecraft, why not? You will be able to do /spawn and it will automatically give you that permission because everyone is in this group to start. And you can do all kinds of permissions. Doesn't matter if you use any of these specific plugins, any plugin you want, just type in a permission on the add perm, it's yours. And then you can also do /group meta prefix, and then you can type in anything, like any random thing that you want to be the prefix for that, and that will come before the player's name who is in that group. I have it set to member. You might want to do noob or default or anything random. And yes, you can create more groups, obviously. And it's really simple. All you have to do is /group and then or do /world group. No, don't have to type create or anything. It'll automatically create and select the group that you type in. Say I wanted to group staff. Staff is now selected and created. Great. I can do the prefix staff. I can add permission /group add perm AO.gamer mode. Like, it's so simple. And then anyone that you put in the staff area, the staff group, will now have access to those permissions. As for adding players to groups, you can do /world user, and then you select a user. Say I want to select myself. I've now selected, and I don't completely remember how to do this. So if I want to go to permissions, you can do this with anything really. And permissions. Alright, great. So you can promote and demote a player from that, which you will have to put in the config file. You don't need to worry about that because all you need to do is, again, /user, you selected your user, and then /user group staff, or whatever I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm terrible with this plugin. The links will be in the description for all of these plugins, but basically, it's something like that. You can add a player to the group, and they will automatically have those permissions, no config file, nothing. And I'm currently running every single one of these plugins, and as you can see, my server's doing pretty good. I mean, I have spawn all in one, and then I have warp shop also all in one, but then you have these sign shops. You can also do sell as well as buy from BasicEconomy, and all of this is being powered by permissions. And then you can log on, I don't know, do one of my kits if you're a donator, and then do factions from Massacre. It all just fits together, all 5 of these plugins. If you want to do a faction server, or just one of them, or 2 of them, is great to use in just any Bukkit server that's in the 1.8 version of Minecraft. I hope you guys enjoyed this 5 Bukkit plugins that aren't generally known, like people don't generally know of, that you can use to make your 1.8 server the best that it can be. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'm going to be starting another series on how to create your own 1.8 faction server the simplest way possible. And yeah, check out my server. Doesn't currently have a domain IP. Oh, I'm working on that. Here's the IP right there. And links to the plugins below, their Bukkit page. So subscribe. Savage outro.